So yes, I'm annoyed at dealing with that shit, and need to do something else to refresh my brain. Good afternoon, fellow patriots and defenders of democracy. Welcome to the madness, and I think I'm gonna do something on the Lexus because I don't know, somehow I feel a little bit more optimistic that that will be completed, which is usually formula for you're gonna get screwed. But let's not even venture down that wonderful path of disappointment or pending disappointment. So I'm gonna pull the car up, which is then more hilarious because I could clean this out and make it easier to deal with by finding places to put all of this. Then I would spend a whole host of time trying to find places to put all of this, and I'm not in the mood. It's pretty much kind of the theme. That'll be the theme. I'm not in the mood. I don't know what's going on. It's like it's hot and not that hot, but it's hot enough to irritate you. I hope you're having a better day than me. I'm gonna go try to start doing some work and show you what I'm doing. The bolt on the back of this for me is 17 mil. I'm using a 1/2 inch drive or a 1/2 inch ratchet because I guess for conversation's sake I'm poor, because everyone seems to have a Milwaukee tool or one of them tools that would zoom this shit the fuck off. Now here I am developing carpal tunnel syndrome. Be careful. Mysteriously, all this shit seems to be made of steel. That's probably used to build Wolverine. It's heavy as shit. Ugh. And as much as I'm not going to use this again, I still think I should hang it up and not just rest it on the brake line. Once again, even though I am replacing it. Oh, of course. Why would I just casually come off? That would make things simple. The proper way to do this is to thread in screws on sides that have screw holes to push the rotor off of the backing plate, or the hub, whatever you want to call it. Oh, look at that. We only half cleaned that up. One dab, 2 dab, 3 dab, 4. Because now we're gonna look like the Tin Man. Because there's no way of opening this thing and not getting it on you.
Ryan Little.
Japan!
Ryan Little.
Japan. Okay. Now the annoyance starts. The removal of this entire system here. Alright, so in the event, this shit's still on. Use a 10mm line wrench to break the line. Replace the lines, bolt them all up. Make sure you put on back the appropriate washers. Tighten appropriately. That'll be it. Catch you on the flip side of this. So yeah. So what do you think I'm doing? Uncle Bev, what are you doing, Uncle Bev? I'm doing an assortment of brake things today. Because as I was driving my car, I was inside of it hitting the brakes, and my car began to sound like a starving African. In the event you think that's insensitive, this is not the place for you. Take your sensitive ass on. So yes, I was in the car pressing the brakes sound like every 5 goddamn minutes. I should have went in there and filmed it, but I don't feel like doing it. So, before I have somebody run into my bumper like a black guy in Atlanta acting like he's not on the down low, I'ma just change it. The things you need to change this. Apparently, the 98 to 2000 GS models and GS 300 and 400 models apparently had a brake master cylinder that has a propensity of failing. They supposedly changed this in 2001 going forward, and in the event you supposedly want a little bit more oomph, you can supposedly use the SC model, and that's supposed to give you a little bit more girth in regards to brake shaft diameter. I'm not even trying to make a gay joke here. That's just apparently what's been happening. Oh yes, fairly certain this is going to be a walking pain in the ass. Because why would it be simple? It's on the ground. Well, that's obvious, but let me be less of a schmuckatelli here. So, if you can look closely, you can see that fluid is on the back end. This is the part that would have been in the car. It's leaking out of here. So yeah, there goes that. Now, I have a brake booster, or I have a very big thing with all this electronic crap to it from out of O2. We're gonna see if it fits up. Nope, does not. So, this is what must be sacrificed. I need to take this off. Put it in here. Not even sure if you're capable of seeing. Can you see both of them? Oh yes, you can. Good. Look at me. Not messing up for once. So yeah. Supposedly it's a 30mm, but people have been known to lie on the internet. So I'm going to go check. Can we see this? No? Of course not. 30? That's 30. Give it back, you bastard. This is 32. Okay, so here goes the wonderful trick to have of this. Supposedly these things are torqued down at 60 foot-pounds, which in turns mean it's going to require some type of effort to take this shit off. Which in turns mean there's a likelihood you can break some shit. Let's get the biggest thing possible with the probability of breaking some shit to do this. Don't you start with your shit. Which one should we experiment on first? If I put this in the... I don't see a safe way of putting this in the vise. Okay. This is going to be intriguing. Alright, stay. Look at things on the ground because I'm a jackass. So, things I've done. Wasted money changing a bunch of coils. I just came back from having these bench tested, flow tested, all the tested. They got HGHG right now. They're like they're as swole as the rock. So yeah, that's fuel rail. This is up here. So this is why this was here. Well, of course, the misfire problem that we have seems to be continuing, and when it's not continuing and the vehicle is driving just fine, it idles like shit. So I thought, you know what, let's check the injectors to make sure this is fine. So in the midst of trying to eliminate things, I initially said misfire, coils. We checked the coils. That didn't solve anything, and we replaced all of these motherfuckers because, yeah, figure it's gonna be in here a while. Why not? That didn't solve the problem, so then I'm like, alright, let's check the injectors first, because then I really need to go see someone to do that, and then we can go that. Just came back, injectors are fine. So, after we put that shit back and figure out how much gas we just pissed all over the place and made a mess with, we are going to, and I said we, look, I'm Frenching it up. I'm gonna pull off the spark plug wires and check the spark plugs again and see if there's some mysterious ungapping of the gaps that I put there, or if one of the spark plugs went to shit. Maybe. Who knows? Junkyard motor. Anything's possible. I did this. It's still not really done properly, but it's done-ish, I guess. What needs to happen? I attempted to make a little bracket thing to put this on that would come up and do this, and I don't know. I'm apparently not that creative. I did wire in this thing, and like I said, because I'm a hack, I just put it together. But everything from that side seems fine. If all of this is fine, I think I'll probably go and add like a ground strap. I think I have another ground strap that I should have added to it. I might want to take care of that. After which, I'm beginning to think that I might need to look into the I need to see if I should talk to somebody about inspecting what type of programming the person put on this ECU. I am not trying to throw the gentleman under the bus, but that seems to be the only other variable here, because all the other mechanical things are being checked and seem to be working. So more to come. I'm gonna go put this back and try to put some shit on and hopefully get it right the first time. Welcome back to wonderfully looking at the exact same shizzle again. And we've put all of this ratsness back together. As we stand here, things that are missing. The little thing to put this back into like here, so that it, alright, wow. There's this steam port, I think is what it is, goes back into the coolant system, and I don't have that appropriately plumbed. I don't have the appropriate utensils. These are back on. It starts, it don't sound horrible anymore, but I'd say the issue now is I keep getting a misfire code still. I'm not sure if the misfire code is because I have that sloppy stage 2 cam in it, but I've read that that could be the cause of a lot of the issues that I'm having there. It's not idling as horribly as it was before, but I don't even know what I did for that buzzer to come back on, but I don't like it. Oh yeah, and now it doesn't just kick over. It is idling higher, which is cool. Well, there goes that. So now, I guess I'm gonna have to figure out within the realm of whatever we're doing, what else? What I didn't really show you on, well, what I didn't think you needed to see in regards to doing it. After I got done putting the injectors back in and bolting back on the top section there, I removed all the spark plugs and looked at them in regards to the gap that's there, to see if anything is crazy. I'll put up a picture of all of them in here and show you what I was talking about. But yeah, that's what's going on. I don't really know how to feel at the moment. I should feel like I want to go take it for a drive, but I don't want this mother to shut off on me and then I'd be stuck like Chuck. It's like, oh yeah, the truck turned off. How you gonna get it back in the driveway and up this hill? But there's a 100% chance I need to go get this thing tuned. That seems like it's going to be an event within itself. So, yeah, bless my heart. But yeah, man. I need to then go figure out how I'm going to properly clean up some of my transmission lines and fuel lines underneath here, and then possibly see exactly how I'm going to be resolving the what do you call that? The anti-noise thing, the exhaust. Need to figure out how I'm going to mock up the exhaust. But maybe you guys can throw me some suggestions. But what do you think I need to look at to address the misfire code and possibly to smooth out the idling? Like, because it just sounds like the fuel and air ratio tables are not happy right now. But yeah, just let me know. Hit me up in the comments. I'm here. And as for the gentleman that told me about them things back here, I don't think they're in the wrong directions, my guy. But I'm gonna check again, because you did go out of your way to do it. So I'm gonna check. It don't cost me nothing but some time. I'm gonna check. I don't know everything, so you're suggesting something to me, I'll take a look at it. I will take a look at it. I forgot your IG name, but yeah, man, I'll definitely check it out. Now I need to figure out how I'm gonna bring this inside the garage to put it up on the lift, to possibly let it fall over on me because it's front heavy. Oh, the joys. Alright, fellas, I'm gonna call it a day. We will talk.